think I'm looking fabulous. What do you think? Leave me some, you know, comments. Talk to me in the comment section. Talk to me nice. Because this face is nice. Okay? Hello my beautiful friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and on this channel we do a little bit of hair, lots of makeup sprinkled with a bit of fashion and some in-betweens. So if this sounds like your vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and share with a friend. Please remember to turn on your post notification bell so that you'll never miss an upload, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Hey beautiful people, I hope you're all doing well. So we're getting ready to do our face. We're not really going anywhere. Taking my son to the barber. So the first thing you need to do, right, don't come on national YouTube with ashy hands, okay? Make sure your hands are not ashy. So it's important. Naturium, the Glow Getter multi-oil body butter. So I'm just putting a little bit on my hand. Make sure that my hands are not dry before I get started. Alrighty, and my face is already, you know, the thing about makeup is that you have to make sure that your skincare is, you know, up to par. Make sure your face is nice and clean and moisturized. So I already cleaned my face, of course. I have some serum on, and now I'm just going to put the Holy Hydration by e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid, which is good for plumping your skin, and jojoba seed and vitamin E. Alright. Coming up home, so we're going to put a little bit of this. Right? And rub it in. Okay. Keep the skin moisturized. And, yeah. I hope you guys could see me. I hope that my phone has a monitor, so you know, because the last time I tried to record, the thing was out of focus and I didn't even know. Alrighty. Alright, now we're gonna prime using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. We're gonna be using a little bit of Maybelline, a little bit of e.l.f., a little bit of Sephora, a little bit of everything. You know? Alright, we're going to put a little bit on the face because we need to prime to make sure that the makeup's not going anywhere. Placing this mostly in the areas where I get oily, which is my T-zone. T-zone, which is here. Okay. Focus it. It here. Alright, y'all. So, you guys know that I always do my brows mostly off camera, but this time I said let me go ahead and do my brows with you because, you know, a lot of you guys would like to see that. So I'm just gonna get this paper towel here and I'm just gonna take off the excess oil on the forehead, and I'm going to get my Revolution Brow Blade pencil. The color is Granite, and how I like to do my brows, I like to brush them up like this. Make sure that your brows are clean. And I'm going to draw a line underneath the brow, right? Like so. I'm trying to look in my mirror and make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I hope. Right? Underneath the brow. Brows are not that, let me zoom you guys in a little. The brows are not that hard. You just have to take your time. Alright, I'm drawing a line here. I was gonna do one with you guys and then I'll do the other one off. Alright, I'm doing a line up top. Alright. Come on, I need to make sure I have you guys front and center. Alright, up here. Don't go all the way to the front, which I kind of did. So now that it's outlined, then I'm just going to fill in small strokes, right? I'm just looking to make sure that I'm in focus. I changed something on my camera and I just want to make sure that it's working. Alright, so that's it for now. Alright, we're looking good. We can always fix it up and blend out the front of it later. To conceal, I'm using the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Concealer. And it's on sale at Kohl's for like $4 the last time I got mine. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, like so. You need a flat brush. I have this flat brush here from Morphe. I've had it for a long time. To me, the more product you have on your brush, the better. It lays flatter. Alright, I'm just going to go in. First, I'm going to start with the edge, the outer corner, outer area. I'm going to start here. If you notice, I'm resting my hand on my cheek to give it more stability, so my hand is not like, my hand's not really shaky, but you know, just in case you have shaky hands, that's a good tip. As the girls like to say, pro tip, because I'm supposed to be a pro, right? Alright, I'm going to blend that down. Then I'm going to do the same thing across. So don't be in a rush to go all the way across. Do it in steps if you have to. Nice and crisp. Crisp. Like a piece of chicken. Fried chicken. Now you want to take your foundation and you want to conceal the top. You don't want to use a concealer at the top because you're going to look crazy with this outline on top of your thing. So I'm going in my concealer and I'm just going to take my brush and I'm going to tilt it across, hold it across like so, taking your time. All right, and just do the outline. All right, like this. And I like to take the concealer brush now. Same brush, not the concealer. And I like to take the foundation and go like right underneath this part. Right, so you don't have that halo in the front. Taking a brush, I'm gonna use this brush here. It's an old brush, guys. Look at it. Look how it's peeling. Use it. And we're gonna blend out the concealer underneath. Right, and then blend out the top. Now that's a good brow. That's how your brow should look. So I'm going to go and do the other one and then come back, all right? The brows are good. Those look like good brows to me, right? But we can always go in and adjust it if we need to. Now, I want to try this foundation here. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. My shade is W10, which stands for, I'm assuming, Warm 10. I tried to use this before, like last year sometime, but my shade was wrong, so I never repurchased it, but I did. And we're going to be testing it out again today. So, you know, by now the prime is already did what it's supposed to do. So, this you can find at Walmart, Ulta, CVS, Amazon. I paid $15, but I think you can get it on Amazon for less. So we're gonna put some on our little plates over here. I'm gonna put like 2 pounds. All right, so very affordable. And I'm gonna take a brush this time. I'm going to take this brush just to apply it on a little bit of my face so you guys can see how it looks. All right, so that's how the color looks. It's not too runny. It's a little thickish. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put it on one side, and then you guys could see how it looks, right? All right, so I didn't really, you know, I just want to make sure that it's the right color. I'm going to be taking this brush here from, this is a BS Small old brush. As you can see, it's old, but it's still good. It's clean. And we're going to push that in like so. Right? Stipple, stipple, stipple. All right, the coverage is nice. The color is good. We need a little bit more. We want to make sure this side is well done. A little bit more over here. All right. So continue stippling in. The coverage is really pretty. The color is really pretty. Alrighty. Alright, let's just do half of the face, so you can see how it looks. I'm just gonna go in the middle right here. Whatever is left on the brush, I'll just put over my eyelids. This is cute. All right. What do you guys think? Very affordable, right? And very nice, I might say. I think I picked the right shade. There was no tester, so you know, I just had to eyeball it, right? Okay. I think she's looking good. Yeah. All right, girl. You did good. So that's the side with, and that's the side without. I'm gonna do the other side really, really quick. But I really like how it's looking. All right, it's looking very good. It's feeling very nice. That should be enough for this side. This old brush really works. I've had this brush for over 5 years. Long time. Make sure that your foundation goes in front of your ear. I don't like to wear earrings when I'm doing before I do my foundation, because then it's going to get on the earrings, right? Okay, girl, I like it. I like it a lot. Look at my face, guys. You can't tell me this is not an expensive makeup. Goes to show you, you don't have to spend a lot to look good. You just have to know how to use it. All right. The same concealer, 35N. Actually, this is 34.5. I thought it was 35N, but we'll use it. Oh no, have both. So what we're going to do is put 35 and out here, right, on the outskirts, like this, right? A little bit on the side of the nose, a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit in the forehead, right? Talented, right? You see that? A little bit down the nose. And then for the lighter color, I'm going to put a little bit, like almost directly underneath the eye, like right there. Just to give it a little pop. Alright, we're going to let that sit for a little bit. And then we're going to take a Maybelline Lifter stick in a 09? No, 90. Alright, we're going to go a little bit here. Right above the hollows. We're going to be doing a C. A little bit on the jawline, a little bit around the hairline. And we're going to get a brush and put a little bit, just a little bit on the nose. I'm going to use a little brush. A little bit down the sides. This brush ain't working, buddy. It's a little flimsy, but it's okay. What are you doing? I don't know why this brush is so flimsy. That's alright. Let me blend this out first. I'm taking this up right underneath the brow. You know what? Can't bother. Can't bother with that. This is a real brush. From Echo Tools. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? There you go. There you go. Now the reason why we left the concealer to sit down, we let it sit and we let it marinate, right? So by the time we blend it out, then it's already dried down a little bit, which will give us a little bit more coverage. A little bit more coverage, right? And that's a nice blend right there. All right, I take it up right underneath the brow so it can look more natural. All right, now I'm going to get this brush. This is from Mange. I got this from TikTok shop. And we're gonna blend out the cream contour into the hairline. We're gonna bring this up. All right. I feel like I'm in focus today. I feel like I'm looking good on screen. It's just so hurtful when you do your makeup, you record it, you go to edit it, and it's not in focus. I feel like you want to cry because you basically waste all your time. Alright, so let's take it around. Kind of want to keep this in place. Alright, now with my damp clean sponge. Notice I stress the word clean. You have to use clean products, clean tools to do your makeup for it to come out nice, right? And And don't be complaining, oh, my face is breaking out, this, but then you're using dirty brushes. That doesn't make any sense, guys. You know that. I'm not saying that you do, but I'm just saying don't do it. Wash your brushes. If you wash them, at least have 2 sets, right? That's what I think. So you can wash 1 set while you use the other set. At least, you know, you'll have them in rotation. I have so many brushes, guys, which is sickening. One day, I'll show them to you. I have lots and lots of brushes, but then I've been doing my face for a long time. So, you know, you keep buying. You don't need to, but you keep buying. You want to pinch the sponge. And I'm really close to you guys. Okay, we'll highlight in the center. So now I'm going to blend out the sides and the bottom of the concealer first. This concealer is amazing, guys. Try to see if you can find it. If I can find a link, and if it's still on sale, you can get it at Sephora or Kohl's. But like I said, it was on sale for $4. Thank you, Ariel, for letting me know. So I got like 4 because it's a very good concealer. All right. It looked good, right? You see it? All right. Alright, make sure we get in the corner really, really well. Alright, now let's take the foundation brush and we're just going to go in and clean up the edges to make sure that everything is nice and seamless, right? We don't want to see any harsh lines. Alright, you see the difference between this one and this one. Blend out the line, the edge. The edges. Now I like to take my brush that I use on my nose and just, you know, clean up this line a little bit so it's not just straight down, like it's blended out a little. To set, I'm going to use the Sephora. I really think I'm teaching something today. I'm going to use the Sephora translucent powder. Before we set the under eyes, right, we need to look up. Make sure that we have no creasing. Set out, blend out the creases first. All right, and then keep looking up. Get the powder, stretch your face. Get the powder, it's going to look like this. You need to make sure you blend it out on the back of the hand to make sure that it's nice and smooth. And then you go in and push it in under your eye. Right? Because however it looks underneath, however it looks on the sponge, that's just how it's going to go on your skin. So if it's clumpy on your brush or your sponge, it's going to be clumpy underneath your eye. So we're taking this wherever we put the concealer. Alright, I'm going to go down the center, sides of the nose. I like to set my smile lines because it keeps it from creasing, even though we didn't put any concealer there. Right? Get in the corners, guys. Very important to get into the corners. Sometimes I like to use my puff, but gosh, I forgot to do something. But we're gonna do it anyways. I have this cream blush here from Sephora that I want to use. Take this off. It has a cream and a powder. I showed you guys this. I used it once. All right, so I'm gonna get a little brush. First, let me make sure that, all right, my eye should be set. Let me just make sure I put a little bit of powder directly under the eye to make sure that nothing happens, right? I'm not gonna take it far out. Let's clean this up. All right, so I'm gonna take this brush. This is Real Techniques cousin from Shein. You know, I think I need a brush that's a little bit more sturdy. Let's try this. All right, so I'm gonna go into the cream. It looks like this. I like to go on the back of my hand and kind of like, you know, just dab it, take it off, take up a little bit, and then I don't know if this is the right brush. Like I said, I feel like it's leaving patches. Not the right brush, that, guys. It's not the right brush. Let's try this one. It's a little, you know, kind of dense, but at least let's see if it works better. All right, let's do the other side. It's a hint of peachy. Really and truly, you're supposed to do this before you set it, but you know, we forgot and we still wanted to do it. All right, girl. We'll see. We'll see how it looks once we set it. Now I'm going to put the powder a little bit more on my face, more underneath the eye, because I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. Alright, I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to get a little bit of the powder and I'm going to set my under eye here, set underneath my brow. We're trying to make this an affordable look, so we're going to be using this palette. You guys know how much I love this palette. I'm going to take this color here. As you can see, I use it a lot. And I'm just going to put that in my transition area, which is between the lid and underneath your brow. That's the transition area, right? And we're just going to, nothing hard, you're just going to go back and forth with your brush, windshield wiper motion. And I feel like I need a little bit more powder because I don't want to mess up my face, right? So that's the purpose of putting the powder here. So if anything falls out, then your good work is protected. Okay, and you see how easy this was, right? Just, you know, right like that. And I take it up onto the front of the brow, so that kind of connects with the nose contour. Okay, so I want to do my eyes a little bit different. So I'm going to take this color here and I'm going to go, instead of putting it just on the outer corner, I'm going to go above. I'm going to go right below that color, right here. Taking it all the way across. This is how I used to do my makeup before we knew about the outer corner and all that stuff. Right? Right above here. I'm going to deepen it with a darker brown. I'm going all the way across instead of the outer corner. That's the difference. Okay? You guys remember when they used to do makeup like this? Instead of, you know, just the outer V, as we would say now, just the outer V. All right, let's go back with the first brush. I'm gonna take this brush that we put to set underneath here. Go back with that first color and just go on top and just blend out the edge so it's nice and smooth. Like that. You see that? Yeah. All right, guys, now that that eye is done, we're gonna take this color here. It's a little shimmery bronzy color, and instead of going just here, I'm going to take it all the way across the lid. All right, you want to tap it off to make sure that you don't have any fallouts, and we're gonna go all the way across, right? All the way across. All the way across. I'm kind of dragging the brush, keeping it flat. That's how we used to do it. We used to do it like this. Right? All the way over. Yeah, if you don't have nails, you can use your finger to apply it, but we're wearing nails. And I'm going a little bit above my crease so that color could show. Right? Okay, don't look bad. It don't look bad, right? Let's go a little bit higher, so it can really show once I open up my eyes. All right, so now the only thing that we need to do is just take that brush with the dark color and just kind of go over the edge of this one. And make sure, just clean up the line a little bit. We're not putting anything additional on the brush, just whatever is left over. I don't know who told me to do it like this, but you know, that's it. So we're gonna do the other side and come back. And I'm just going to get my liner, my black liner, and put a little eyeliner on. I have one more thing to do with the eyes. Hold on to your lids if you can't do this part so you don't stick yourself in the eye. Try not to make the ugly face. Now I'm going to get a little pencil brush, kind of like this. And I'm just going to get that first color that I use underneath the eye. I'm going to use this color and this color and just put a little bit underneath the lash line just to smoke them out. Just to smoke out the black pencil so it doesn't look so harsh. Alright. Give you a little smokiness here. Alright, you see the difference, right? Alright, let's do the same thing over here. Alright, y'all. Let's just dust the powder from underneath the eye. Okay. Brush it off before you push it in because we don't want any problems. I do want a little bit of eyeliner. I have this old liquid liner that I got from Sheglam. And the packaging a little cute. I'm gonna see if we can do a little line. Ooh, kind of went a little bit too. We'll fix it. A little line, a little triangle here. Sorry, I thought I was recording. So I finished the liner. I put on one lashes here, and I'm attempting to put this on. So I just put it in the middle, and we're gonna lift it up, and we're just gonna push it in, and just make sure that it's in close to your lash line, and adjust it. Right? Once it's dry, then we have to pinch that with our lashes. These are the Sephora lashes called Charming. I really love them because they kind of have like a cat eye. It's small in the middle, and then they flare out. You just need to measure them, and then if you need to cut off a little bit, then you do so. They're very easy to apply. Alright, and we're gonna set our face. I'm gonna use the Sephora Micro Smooth Setting Powder in Ebony. I'm gonna take the other end of this brush and set my face. I think my face looks good. What do you guys think? Alright, go around. Set everywhere else that we did not put the concealer. Alright. Alright. Now I'm going to take the Juvias Place. You guys know how much I love this palette. It's like, it shows. It's like Zambia. And I'm going to take, I'm going to use an angled kind of brush. I'm going to take this brush. This is from Japanesque. Marshall's or Ross, I believe, and I'm just gonna go underneath here, underneath the blush, and just take it around the hairline, right, like so. And the brush that I used to use the blush, which one was it? Oh, it was this side. Was it this side? No, it was this one. I'm gonna go back on top of it, just in case we took away any. Alright, same thing over here. Brush it up just to put back some color in your face. And wherever we put cream, we have to set it with powder. I'm going to do the same thing. The blush brush. I'm going to take the same brush that I was using and just, like, you know, tighten up the nose contour a little bit. Make sure you blend out the line, guys, so it's not just sitting there, you know. You don't want the nose contour to be too strong, but you want to make sure you blend it out. Like, I'm kind of fading out the edges. I'm kind of blending it with the edge. Now I'm going to take the same blush palette, and now I'm going to use the middle one to set the blush. So it has a cream, a powder, and then like a shimmery looking color. I'm just gonna put it right here. It's very pretty. Not too much, just right. Okay. I'm just gonna go in with my powder, my sponge, and just kind of like push it underneath my eye and taking it out like right here. At this point, you want to take your tweezer and just like squeeze your lashes with the false lashes to make sure you don't have that gap or that space in between. But you need to make sure that the lashes are dry, kind of dry, before you do it, because once you pinch it, then it might get stuck together. Alright. Always like push up the sides of your lash so your face won't be, so your eyes won't be drooping down. And now I'm just going to use the Rare Beauty highlighter and put some like on the highest parts of my cheek, like this. Ooh, I love this highlighter. So pretty. Make sure you blend it out so it's not just sitting there on top saying, hey. If you feel like it did too much, just take that brush, whatever this brush was used for, and just go over the top. I'm using a pencil brush, and I'm just going to go like kind of right here, and you want to connect it with the eyeshadow. Like right in here. I feel like I went a little bit too far down. You can brush it off. Tap it off to make sure you don't mess up your face, because I think I did a little bit. Alright, let me see if I can just clean it off a little bit. We're gonna set it, but we need to put a little bit of the highlight down the nose. Blend out the tip. Blend this out a little. And we did not go all the way down, it's halfway or 1/3 of the way, and now we'll just take the brush and clean that up. Alright, let's set with the Maybelline Lasting 16-Hour Plus spray. Let's cover the eyes. Ooh. I don't like the nozzle on this. I feel like it's too, the spray, I feel like it's too chunky. If you have any little fallout, you could just use a sponge and just go over that. I'm gonna do my lip. I'm going to use a Maybelline Lifter liner in what is it called? Cross the Line. Okay, now I'm taking this Sephora lip stick in it's 22 is the number. It's like a nudie color. I haven't used her in a while. Now we're gonna put that on. So pretty. She's cute, right? Yes, honey. She's cute. I'm just going back over the line. And I hope that my camera does not die. We're using the e.l.f. gloss. put over that. I mean, in here, my face looks really, really good. In the mirror, all right, let's check out these lips. Now I like to use the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown just to go over the line. Just so everything could blend in nicely. We're pretty much done. We just have to put some mascara underneath the falsies. Like that. And then a little bit on the lower lash line. This is from Ilia. This little mascara. This video might be a little long, but I feel like it was very informative. So now I just take the pencil and just use a little spoolie, kind of fade out the front of the brow. And this is the time that you check to see if you have any, like, you know, anything that you need to fix, clean up. You know, apply a little bit more on the edge if you feel like it's a little too dull. All right. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. The barber just texted me. What is he saying? Okay. He wanted me to come a little bit later. That's fine. Instead of 6:30, we go at 7. Maybe he's running late. That's fine. All right. Lashes are looking good. We'll take the Maybelline Super Lock brow gel, and we're gonna put a little bit on the brow, and I just like to use my finger and press it in. Like that. Press it in. That is the look. That is the face. I think she's looking super beat. Let me get some earrings. Okay, y'all, so that is my face. Let me come a little bit closer so you could see. I think she turned out really, really cute. Loving this foundation. Go ahead and get it, girl. Put it in your cart. Check it out. I'm gonna put a link down for you. And that's all we have for today. I hope that you enjoy watching me do this look. I hope you get your makeup and do this with me. All right, and I saw we look nice. Talk to me nice. Okay. All right, guys. And just like that, we have come to the end of the video. I hope that you enjoy this tutorial. This was a lot of fun for me. I'm really feeling myself because I think my face turned out flawless. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. I love this foundation. I would say go ahead and get it, and I think my match is perfect. Alright guys, if you love this video and you love my other content, please remember, once you watch the video, remember to thumbs up the video, share with a friend or a few friends, because you know sharing is caring. Alright, subscribe to the channel and also turn on your post notification bell so that you'll never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.